Yeah, come on in, man. Hit the like button for me and share for me. Willie Boston, y'all get on off in here, bro. Hit the like button for me, share for me, man. Hit the like button for me, share for me. I gotta finish the rest of the Sam Bergini interview. Sam Bruce interview. Y'all was feeling the Sam Bruce interview? We about to get Jake Garcia, all the quarterbacks this morning. Mataka, Jake Garcia, and Van Dyke, and Coach Manny Diaz. I got a question for Manny Diaz. Somebody come up with a good question for him, man. I asked it. So what's going on, man? The Morning Breath Show. What's good? What's good? First thing first, man. We're giving away some free crypto is in the description. Just click the link, man. It say free crypto. Click the link, download the app, and what you do is you go back in there every day. Every day you go back in there and you just keep mining, keep hitting that green button, and it's free. The value of the crypto go up, you get it for free. You spoke with Bashar Smith recently? No, I haven't spoken with Bashar Smith recently, but we're gonna try to get Bashar Riff on the show. We'll try to get Bashar on the show. Oh, Keisha, I appreciate that. Keisha, you in Miami? Keisha says she loved to listen to my shows. Why you like it so much, Keisha? Talk to me. Yeah, so Bashar Smith, bro, we trying to get him on our show. What you like about my show, Keisha? Oh, Keisha throwing up to you in her picture. Oh, so Keisha, Keisha, you big time. You unfair, huh? So listen, man, we got the quarterback this morning, Manny Diaz. Y'all got a question for Manny? Throw it in there. If it's good enough, I ask. Ooh, these comments coming in fast. Listen, man, we got super chat. If y'all want to go into the super chat, you shoot the super chat up, bro. That's when you donate money and your chat come up and it's a different color, it'll make you look special. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so we're back to what I was saying. So listen, in the description, bro, free cryptocurrency in the description. All you do is go to the description. That's what I was doing. Go to the description, click the link that say free crypto. You get it for free. All crypto, which is Bitcoin. They call it cryptocurrency. Everybody calls it Bitcoin because that's just what they know. But it's cryptocurrency. It's not. They're not all Bitcoin. You feel me? But we're giving away for free, man. Free. Right in the description. Another thing in there, bro, is a sports card website, man, where you can go trade sports cards the same way. Greg, what's going on, bro? The same way you trade stocks. And I know sports, y'all like sports cards. Oh man, sports cards, man, that's for kids. Listen, just two of the cards I got. I got hundreds of cards, but two of the cards I got right here. Take a wild guess. Zion Williamson rookie card, the base rookie card. How much y'all think that card is worth? This is why I'm telling you to go in the description and click the sports card link. City Boy, what's going on? City Boy, I'm going to get at you, all right? The short URL doesn't work? Really? Let me check that out right now. And we're going to fix that. We're going to fix that right now. Greg, you say you always jump in here late, bro. We're going to fix that right now. So, yeah, man, if you give me a thumbs up if y'all caught the Sam Bruce interview, bro. I thought it would be powerful. I think what he has to say can help a lot of people. I realized he's had mature. I didn't know what to expect when he walked in there, bro. I didn't know, because I know Sam. I knew him from when he was a kid. Humble kid, respectable, really humble kid. And as he started getting the accolades and moving up, his demeanor changed, and he know it. His demeanor changed. He changed, and he knows it. You know what I'm saying? He knows it. So I didn't know what to expect. He came in there, man, and right off the back, man, I felt he took onus. He took onus right off the back and was like, "Hey, listen, man, it was me. I know it was me. It was my problem. I did whatever I did." He was like, "It's on me. I did that to myself." And that's how it started. That's how the interview started off. And it was like, okay, all right, then, well, let's go. And I thought he was forthright, man. I thought he was honest. I think he's past the stage where he's blaming other people. That's not what I got out of it. I think he realized that he was the problem. And at the end of the day, he the only one has to live with that. We could criticize, we could criticize the man, we could talk trash to the man. Y'all try to link now. Try to link in the description now. But yeah, we could talk trash about him, we could criticize him, but at the end of the day, nobody feels worse about it than him. So yeah, we could say what we want to say, but nobody feels worse about it than him. Well, I ain't gonna say worse, but yeah, he the one has to deal with whatever he created, and it looked like he's dealing. Look like he'll be fine. I'm sure it was tough on him, you know what I'm saying, but look like he'll be fine. Love hearing this side of the story, right, man? And we got a couple more sides of the story coming too, man. More people lined up, bro. Yeah, just to get I can't say the truth because it's their side of the story. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say the truth. Hold up, man. Let's jump in here. But it's their side of the story. And sometimes it's refreshing to that's what the platform is for. It's refreshing to hear what the kid got to say, because the kid can't scream as loud as the school or the operation, because the operation has media that puts the word out, and then a lot of times all you hear is what the operation put out. But the kid's still in shape, bro. I dapped him up and gave him a hug. Still stout. I see him working out. I see him still working out, man. He still could play. Is this how far he want to take it? How bad we go? He just did a movie. I think he was like a double in the movie, which is weird. He did a double for the Kurt Warner story. And if you know the Kurt Warner story, Kurt Warner had a weird route to the NFL. I think he was working at Walmart and ended up being a Super Bowl champ. Did the Rams ever win a Super Bowl? Did the Rams ever win? I know they were really, really good. So it's funny. That's how life works, man. That he got a chance to be a part of that, and that kind of relates to his life. That's how life works, though, man. I believe that's how life works. Let me read a couple of these comments, man. So yeah, listen. If you want to get involved with the stock market, man, scrolling right there down the bottom, 786-405-9499. Had a few people sign up yesterday, bro. Like, we getting it in. If you want to get involved, 786-405-9499. I went black for a second, huh? I'm back. Okay, so let me read some of these comments, bro. it's good to see when a kid can man up in his own mistakes and realize that bad choices. I'm back. That bad choices made hard consequences. Does Sam want to keep playing football? Well, he actually is. He's on the arena football team. He plays arena football team. So no, he still play, but I guess they're not playing right now. And there's a couple football options out there too, man. You got this one league that says it's controlled by the people. I'm not sure how it works, but I see Dalvin Cook brought a team. I mean, a few more options are emerging. I don't know how much these things pay, but at the end of the day, if you could do something you're passionate about and make a living for your family, I think that's kind of what life's about, man. Like providing for your family, doing something you love doing. A lot of people provide for their family doing things they hate. And I mean, that shapes your life. Like that's your life. You're doing this every day. So you know what I'm saying? That's your life. So no, I think he's fine, bro. I think he's fine. I think he'll be fine. Real exuberant kid, man. Listen, man, like there's like an it factor to some people. Like I told a story when I was a correction officer. I came to work one day, and when I got to work, they say, "Hey, man, we're sending you out. We need to go on a trip." A trip means that you're going to transport somebody somewhere, or they may just be sending you to another facility. And this time, the guy was high profile. So we go get the shackles, pick up the guy, and the guy comes out the cell, and it's DMX. It's DMX, rapper DMX. Put shackles on DMX. He's talking to us. Hey, man. But one thing I'll never forget about DMX was that even though I think he got caught in a crack house or something, it was one of them times. His hair was growing back. So in the middle of his hair was like a bald line. He didn't look the best. He didn't look like we see him when he looks on videos and stuff. But it was something about him, dog, that was like an it factor. You know what I'm saying? It was like an it factor. Like he was an inmate. People would get on the elevator. He would talk to them. They'll speak back to him before they even realize who he is. He had this thing about him. He had this star thing about him. That I know like only stars have. You know what I'm saying? That's what make them stars. Yeah, but that's what make them stars. I just got an alert, man. That Clubhouse is gonna allow creators to make money. And they kind of throw me off. Yeah, but so saying that and to say it, not saying Sam Bruce is DMX. It's not what I'm going with this. It's charisma. Right. I'm saying that to say this. Sam Bruce has an it factor about him, bro. And he's just one of them guys you get close to him. And if he's not being an a-hole like he say he is, which he isn't anymore, he's mature, you like him. He can talk, he can speak well, like he's not afraid. So man, listen, man, you fall, you get up, you fall, you get up. He seemed to be in good spirit. He seemed to be ready for the next chapter of his life, whether football's in it or not, man. But I know a lot of people ask us about Sam Bruce, bro. So we just had to give y'all that, and we got more coming. Y'all, wait, let me go get a water. We got more coming. Yeah, dog, we got more coming, dog. Yeah, man, we got more coming. So yeah, So back here fixing. Look at me back here fixing stuff. So yeah, we got more coming, man. A lot more coming. I mean, give you a sneak peek, man. We should have Tracy Howard here soon, and I would love to see what Tracy Howard say. Cause I'm close to Tracy Howard, man. His mom calls me a cousin. Like, good people. I would love to see what Tracy Howard has to say about how things went. His choice to come to Miami, the defense that they had him in. Tracy's rapping now, man. Y'all should go check his stuff out. He's rapping now. Marvin, what's going on, bro? Tracy's rapping now. Right, Marvin, he did take ownership. Marvin, listen, Marvin like my co-host, bro. He show up, he come when he want to come. He ain't on no schedule. But Marvin Chapman, y'all say, hey, what's up to Marvin Chapman? It's Cam Kitchen's dad, Marvin Chapman. Marvin, how things going, man? Like, how things going? Cam says working out for him is getting tough. Talk to us. So Marvin says, I love the interview. Shows how so many kids want fame and not the hard work and the grind that goes into being a football player. Yeah, I mean, Marvin, I don't know. Like, Sam Bruce worked really hard. I think Sam Bruce got really big-headed, and I think he, when we got in the car, man, we got in the car on the way home, we were talking, and he said Asante Samuel, I think, told him years later, right? Told him, hey, listen, man, when you left St. Thomas, he said Coach Harriet told me that he don't think you're ever going to play college football. And you could tell that really hurt him, dog. It really hurt him because Coach Roger Harriet from St. Thomas really tried to help him. He talked about it in the interview. Took him to the eye doctor when he couldn't catch a cold, it was a string where he couldn't catch. Roger Harriet really tried to help him, and he said Roger Harriet said that he would never play down to college football for anybody. And that bothered him because I think he knew it was true. It was too far gone. Just like he was just too far gone. All right, man, let's get in here. Let's see if this interview started, bro. They got to been started by now. Got Coach Manny Diaz. No, they haven't started. Okay, so yeah, so Sam. Yeah, so he told me that story on the way home, bro, and I know that bothered him. That bothered him because he knew that Coach was right. And I don't know if I told this in the interview, but I saw him at the Under Armour game. What's going on, man, Max? I saw him at the Under Armour game when he was a junior. So the juniors get to come, and they call it junior something. They call it junior 50, something like that. They get to come the year before. And he was there. He was leg was in the boot then. The same place that I interviewed T2 at. I interviewed T2 when he was a junior at the Under Armour camp. And I walked by, I say, Sam, what's up? He dapped me up, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? He dapped me up. And I talked to him. And, bro, his demeanor was like, we were straight. He always was respectful to me. But his demeanor was like, man, listen, I got it. You would have thought he had a straight. It's on me. So in the interview, we talked, and it was like, man, I walked away from him, and I was like, man. I walked away from him, and I was like, man, I hope God, somebody gonna have to help him. And I felt it. I was like, somebody's gonna have to help him, man. He's gonna have to be slowed down. And he knew it. He said, bro, you don't even gotta tell me, man. He said, you don't even got to tell me. I know it. It just was this, man, yeah, shit, what up? But it's weird, though, because I got the same energy from Jerry Jeudy. You know what I'm saying? One time I asked him when he came back from Alabama, and I said, Jerry, so what's going on, bro? You gonna red shirt or because it's Alabama? And I'm thinking they got people in front of you. Jerry Jeudy looked at me and said, red shirt, man, I'm that dude. And he wasn't fucking lying. Jerry dude was like, red shirt, man, I'm that guy. And mind you, he was just there for the spring. He was a freshman. That was the confidence that he had. But Sam, it was more like, yeah, man. I mean, we ain't got to harp on that. He understands it. He gets it. We don't gotta harp on that. but yeah, he understands it. The Isaac Bruce thing is deep. We didn't get into that either, man. We talked about that in the car, and he just felt like no, like he felt Isaac should have reached out. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he felt close enough to his uncle or cousin. He felt he could have been close, but I talked to him and I told him, listen, man, sometimes you got to put yourself in other people's shoes. Like, think of it this way. And then we just went back and forth about it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, that was a good one, man. I think everybody needed it. People wanted to hear it. So Marvin, you said Cam, let's see. Cameron doing good at UM, getting second string reps. He told me he bruised his shoulder in practice last. Oh, okay. That's good to hear. Getting second string reps already. So who the second string safeties, dog? Like, who would the second string safeties be? It'll be Cam. Who else? Chase, Vontae. Be three of them, right? Yeah, Cal Branch. See, he that kind of hit home too, Cal Branch. He felt that, man, Isaac was right there. We played the same position. Like he felt like I couldn't even get I couldn't even talk to him. But bro, listen, this is not an Isaac Bruce thing. That NFL, when kids get to the NFL and they get in that life and they get their agent and they start living that life and the money and going fast, I've seen kids in love with their mom kind of get pulled away
hey, Jake,
from their family.
Yes, sir. How are you doing?
It can kind of engulf you, bro.
Good, man. Good. Thanks for spending a few minutes with us.
So here we go. Let's go.
We're going to go right into questions from some of our media members who are on the call. We're going to start with absolutely. We're going to start with Chris Stock from Inside the U. Chris.
So we got, I think it's Jake Garcia, I think.
Hey, Chris, can you hear us?
Yes, I'm here. I apologize, Jake. Just curious.
Okay, so we got Jake Garcia.
For you, and then if you could just touch on when you were actually full go, because we saw your numbers in the scrimmage. If you could just touch on that, and then just how things have been going for you.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like things have been going really well. I've been working closely with Coach Lashley, Coach Brewer, and just the rest of the quarterback room. I mean, it's a competitive quarterback room, and we push each other, and I feel like we know how to push each other, but continue to root for each other at the same time. So I think that's big. And
let me know. Can y'all hear it? You got Jake Garcia, man.
To grasp the offense pretty quickly, and I feel good with it. I mean, I felt good in the scrimmage. I mean, it was a good time to be able to put some stuff on film and just go back and review it and learn from it.
Jake, next we're going to go to Manny Navarro from The Athletic. Manny?
I got a question for Jake, bro.
Hey, Jake. Welcome to Miami. I guess our first time getting a chance to talk to you. Can you tell us a little bit about maybe what you've learned from Rhett Lashley and Coach Brewer? Something maybe that you picked up on
Give me a question for Jake.
The first few weeks and so forth that you've been working with them that you think's made you a better quarterback.
Yeah, I think I would say really just being able to pick up a defense and just be able to understand little keys. I mean, I've been trying to do that throughout my high school years. But I mean, in high school you could get away with a lot of stuff. Just going straight through the concept or just little things like that. But in college, I mean, it's a faster game, and you have to have that mental part of the game down. So I've been working close with them and in the meeting rooms, just trying to pick up different coverages and get tails pre-snap, maybe by a fake clap or things like that, just to be able to get a tail before I snap the ball and where I should go with the ball and just be able to process things quickly.
David Furones at the Sun Sentinel. David?
Hey, Jake. You mentioned your first scrimmage that you had this past week. What were some of the throws that you were most proud of? Some of the things that you liked that you did the most, and what are some of the things that you want to improve the most before you get into your second one?
I would say there's not one particular throw that stands out to me. I threw a touchdown, so that's always that's the goal. So that was one that I guess you could say stood out to me. But I would say the biggest part of it is just kicking the ball out to the open space and just letting my receivers do their work. I trust my receivers. Been working with them after practice and throwing in the indoor.
Let me know, can y'all hear?
And stuff. And I trust my guys to block when I kick the ball out to the open space on the bubble or anything like that on the perimeter. So I think that's something that I did well, and I would say that also I can improve on because there's more times that I can kick it out there. But it's just knowing your options. And
that's enough. Let's sit.
Dave, we've got a few more for you. We're going to go to David Lake at 24/7. David?
Hey, Jake. I wanted to ask just how much time are you getting with the first team offense? Are you getting repped in there with the first team, or is it mainly second and third team right now for you? And then, you touched on putting stuff on film, good to evaluate it with the scrimmage. What were some of the things Coach Lashley highlighted to you that, hey, you need to work on this, following that scrimmage?
Right. Yeah, I would say the things that Coach Lashley highlighted for me were, like I said, just kicking the ball into the open space and really just knowing your options. That comes with time, being in the offense. I feel like I've gotten a good grasp of the offense so far in the little time that I've been here. Obviously, live reps help. So just being able to get out there and practice full speed is huge, and that's I think that's where you get the most improvement. Just being able to put something, even if you mess up, you go out there and do it 100%. If you mess up, now you have something to base what you need to work on and that type of deal. So I think that's something that was really important. And then I'm sorry, can you repeat the last part?
Yeah, I was just wondering, are you getting many first-team reps right now? Now that you're a young guy, obviously just got there, is mainly Peyton and Tyler getting the first-team reps?
No, Coach Lashley does a pretty good job of rotating this. I think there's not a big drop-off between our ones, twos, and threes. I think we have a lot of depth, so that's pretty impressive. Any time that I get in is obviously helpful, but Coach Lashley's done a really good job of rotating us, and if I get more reps that day, then the next day somebody else will probably get more reps or that type of deal. But it's big on I'm big on mental reps. So if I'm not in, I'm gonna stand back and I'm gonna sit there and watch it and go through it, and that's what Peyton does, and that's what Tyler does, and that's what Ryan does. I think, like I said before, our quarterback room pushes each other. So I think that's the way that we push each other. We help each other out just by getting mental reps that somebody else is there.
Okay, we got Susan Miller-Degnan from the Miami Herald. Susan?
Hey, Jake, how are you?
Hello, how are you doing?
Good. What would you say your biggest wow moment so far in college football has been? Why, what happened?
I was going to ask him that.
You said the biggest wow moment?
Yeah, WOW, like wow,
I was going to ask him that.
Yeah.
I would say our early morning lifts, those get to you. Those early morning lifts, or that first day when we come out with helmets on. Me and my dad were talking about it, and he played over at Nebraska, so he had that same experience of going away from home, from Los Angeles to Nebraska to play. And he told me before it happened, he's like, when you first get out there with helmets on, and you see the logo or you see the colors out there, it's gonna be an experience. And when we got out there, I was like, yeah, this is crazy. I'm see him on TV.
Here comes Susan. Y'all like crazy.
It's crazy. It's something I don't take for granted. And I just wanted to make the best of my opportunity.
Also, I know this was asked, but how I'm not sure if you answered this. How is your foot doing? And because I know I guess you were limited. I don't know if you still are. How's your foot doing? And just also after that about college, how's college life and school and all that good stuff?
Right. Yeah, so my foot had been hurt for a while. I played 5.5 games, 6 games with it in high school. I mean, I was just getting through it, you know what I mean? But as soon as the season ended, rested it up, got here.
Jake, he grew up in Cali, right?
Obviously, I was limited during practice, but now I'm full go, and I'm team reps. Obviously, I got to participate in the scrimmage. I mean, I feel good. I feel really, really good. I feel like nothing ever happened. So, I mean, I'm just trying to stay on top of it and make sure that obviously I'm on top of it before it stays on top of me, you know what I mean? And then college life is fun. I mean, it's hard with COVID to really say what college life would be without COVID, without the restrictions and stuff like that, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun, meet a lot of new people from different places. And I mean, I think connections is the biggest thing. And I'm really big on connections because it's about who you know. And just being a good people person and treat people the way that you would like to be treated. So I think that's good. And
you grew up in Cali, right?
Awesome. We got 2 more for you, Jake. Guys, please no follows just because we want to get to everyone. We're going to go first to Gary Furman at Catesport. Gary?
Hey, Jake, how you doing?
How you doing? I'm doing well.
Doing good. So, you talked a little bit about how you've noted that the speed of the game in college is a whole different level than high school. I'm curious to know what you're finding your mobility is like at this level. Obviously you're not a sprinter or considered an athletic quarterback in that sense, but how are you finding that what you are able to do with your feet is holding up at this level?
Right. Yeah, I'm not the one that's gonna get out and break for 85 yards, you know what I mean, on a zone read.
Hell, was rich enough to move to California to GA middle of COVID. Marvin, you crazy.
Going and getting the 10 yards for a first down, or getting out of the pocket and flushing and throwing it. So, I mean, I haven't had any problems with it at all. I feel like that's kind of like an area that I'm pretty strong in, is the pocket movement stuff, to where I feel pressure and I'm able to manipulate pocket a little bit and just slide up or scoop back or shuffle to the side and get the ball out. So I feel like that's a strength right now, actually. Me and my quarterback coach, Danny Hernandez, back home, and worked on a lot of stuff throughout the years, and I feel like that stuff is all coming around. And I still have videos on my phone from us working out and throwing, so I'm going through all the movements by myself here in the indoor when I'm throwing my receivers.
This is the last one for you, Jay. We're going to go to Donovan Campbell at WSVN. Donovan, go ahead.
What's going on, boss? How you doing?
They went with the big guys, dog. They didn't even get to me.
I can't complain, man. Great talking to you. My question is, how's the competition been like? How fierce is that, going up against the other guys? They say competition breeds success, and I'm sure that's something that you embrace as well.
Oh, I didn't.
Right.
I forgot to raise my hand.
Like I said, the quarterback room is a really good room. You have some quarterback rooms that you get into, and it's just, there's one person in the group that just kind of brings it down, throws off the mood. I feel like everybody comes in ready to work every single day, and that's huge. I mean, just coming in with that mentality, like this is your last day playing football. It's a blessing to be able to play this game. So I feel like we all come in with that mentality, and we really push each other, like from the standpoint of getting mental reps. Or I feel comfortable asking the question about what was the play call right here, or why did you get off of this route, and they're not going to give me a wrong answer to try to mess with my reps, and like that type of deal, you know what I mean? So I feel like we all learn from each other. They've pushed me since I've been here, and I look forward to continue working.
Awesome. Jake, thanks for spending a few minutes with us today. We'll be talking to you soon.
Damn it.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
I got a question for Pink Motako.
Awesome. Not much, man. Not much. Guys, if you have a question for Tyler Van Dyke, please use the hand raise function. And Tyler, we're going to start with David Ferrones from the Sun Sentinel. David?
Hey, Tyler. I wanted to get an idea of the kind of impact that De'Aaron King has had on you guys, the young quarterbacks, while he's been out, and how he prepared you guys for the scrimmage, and then now.
I got a question for Tyler Van Dyke.
Yeah. Despite Derek being out, I mean, he's been very helpful to me, Jake, and Pam. he's always in the room watching film with us, getting us better, asking us questions to challenge us. And then on the field, after he's done with all his treatment and everything, he'll come out, ask us why we threw that ball or ask us what we saw. So, yeah, I think he's been very impactful for all of us. So, it's been good.
Tyler, we're going to go to Gary Furman at Kingsport. Gary?
Hey, Tyler, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
So, you've been here a little bit now and obviously know the offense and are probably mentally proficient in it. If somebody said to you, assess where you stand in terms of becoming the quarterback at Miami, what would your answer be?
I mean, it's always going to be a competitive nature. I mean, yeah, I feel like I have a good grasp of the plays, who to read, when they're blitzing, like how to flip the protection. I mean, but I'm still learning, and I'm still making a few mistakes that I have to get back and watch film on. I mean, that's going to come with every quarterback. You're just not going to be perfect, so you have to watch film, keep getting better, and try to limit those mistakes. So.
Tyler, we're going to go to Manny Navarro at The Athletic. Manny?
Hey, Tyler, I was going to ask you the same question I asked Jake. Just in what areas do you think Rhett Lashley and Coach Brewer maybe have made you a better quarterback just this spring? Specific areas that you've worked on at quarterback. Yeah, I would say, I mean, the RPO game for me. They always stress that on me that it's going to be big for me. Reading all that, the RPO game, when to hand the ball off, when to throw it. But yeah, I feel like we've done a lot of pocket passing stuff where they just really stress that, trying to make quick reads and stay in the pocket, make the throw. Unless you need to escape, but I feel like they really stress that. So, thank you.
Tyler, we're going to go to Susan Miller, Dyke at the Herald. Susan?
XCVD, which receiver has he built a good relationship?
Hey, Tyler, how are you?
Relationship? Chemistry? Relationship?
This week, you have another scrimmage. What are your goals in that scrimmage specifically? And then I also want to ask you the difference between last spring and this. When you only had 4 days, what kind of a difference is that for the quarterbacks? And just specific goals for the scrimmage. Thanks.
Yeah, I feel like the goal for me is just do better than I did last time. Just improve on making the throw that I didn't make last time, or just going out there, having fun. It's really my main goal.
Is he ready to lead us to the
promised
land?
Have fun. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing. Because if you're not having fun and you're timid and scared, I mean, you're not going to do well. So yeah, that's my main goal. I feel like I need to be more of a verbal leader. I feel like I'm working on it, and that's probably like one thing that that's my main goal too. So, and then the other question was about the before spring practice last year.
I think it was the difference between last spring and this spring.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, I remember talking about this before when I had my other media session, but yeah, I mean, we're just able to get out here and we know more stuff. This is year 2 in the system, so we're clicking better. We're having better connection with receivers. So I think we're just going at a faster pace than we were last year. Even though it was only 4 practices, but yeah, I feel like we have a bright future ahead, and I'm really excited about it.
Got a few more for you, Tyler. We're going to go to Chris Stock at Inside the U. Chris?
Yeah, Tyler, I was
Can you guys hear okay?
Maybe some things you're doing away from practice time, either individually on your own, and I know you got team meetings too, but I just mean, kind of on your own, things you're doing.
TVD, how is offense?
Yeah, I mean, after practice every day, I come up and watch film. It's like a ritual for me.
I think he just said he got to improve on being a verbal leader.
Before we watch it tomorrow morning.
Jake, gone.
I want to see what the mistakes I made or what I could have done better. And then, other than that, I try to get in here later in the day too, just try to get extra work in. For conditioning wise, I'm not really me and the quarterbacks. We don't really get
get as much running in because, we're just sitting back to throwing. So I just try to come out here and run like half gassers or whatever, get some core workout in, and do what I can to better myself. So.
All right, Tyler, 2 more for you. We're going to go Daryl Streeter or FootballVille. Daryl?
Tyler, how you doing? When Don interviewed, he told us he knows that you can run the ball. He knows you can run the ball. Rate yourself from 1 to 10 as a runner when you got to tuck it and run it.
I mean, yeah, I would say, I'm not going to put myself at the 10 because, but yeah, I would say between like 7, maybe around 6. I mean, I can run the ball. I mean, if it's not there, I'll take off and run the ball. I mean, I'm not going to be scared and timid and just kind of run around the back and throw the ball and stuff like that, unless I need to throw it away. But, yeah, if the opportunity comes, I'm going to take it and try to score every time. So.
All right, last one for you, Tyler. We got Donovan Campbell from WSVN. Donovan?
What's going on, Tyler? First and foremost, everybody wants to be the guy. What's the competition been like with you and the other quarterbacks right now? With
Y'all like that?
And possibly emerging being that
Y'all like
guy?
that question?
Yeah, it's been very competitive.
He wasn't that late.
It's good though because we're all pushing each other.
I didn't try him.
In the film room, on the field, we're also encouraging each other. We're not being rude to each other and wanting each other to mess up, But yeah, we all have a good relationship. We all tell each other what we need to work on, what we saw in that play. But yeah, to be that guy, I mean, I feel like it just comes with leadership. And doing what you got to do, making the right plays, making the right reads. So, yep.
Awesome. Tyler, thanks for spending a few minutes with us today, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you soon.
Yes, sir. Have a good one. Thank you.
Take care. Thank you. All right, everyone. Last but not least will be head coach Manny Diaz. If you've got a question for Coach Diaz, please use the hand raise function and use it early just to make sure we get to as many as we can today.
What happened to Mataka? Thought we was getting Mataka. Donovan can't stop cheesing. What? Y'all boys crazy, man. Y'all got a question for Manny? What y'all want? Anything y'all want to ask Manny, man? What y'all want to ask Manny?
Coach Diaz, can you hear us?
I got you.
Awesome. Thanks for spending a few minutes with us today, Coach. We're going to start with David Lake from 24/7 Sports. David?
Hey, Coach, we got to talk to Jake, obviously, today, and just wanted to see if you could share more, just contextually, provide context about his performance in the scrimmage. Obviously, put up big numbers, but, just curious how he looked in your opinion, and, did he get many first-team reps, or were the majority of those snaps with the second and third team?
Oh, gosh, it's been so long, I know we got reps for the first team. I can't give you the proper breakdown of that. I think what impressed everyone was Jake was not cleared for team settings until the day before that scrimmage. So that Friday we went out and practiced, just in helmets, and then all of a sudden, bang! Here goes your first scrimmage. So I think the way he handled himself, because that first scrimmage day a lot of times can be overwhelming. You're out there, the coach drop the field, you're just kind of out there on your own. You get the real live accountability of, negative plays go backwards and all that. And I thought the way that Jake just looked like a guy that day that had just been around a long time, that it just was not in all the moment. Was very comfortable, in addition to the fact of the throws and all that type of stuff. I think that was the thing that everybody on the staff was most pleased about. And obviously most quarterbacks played very well that day. But now, what happens is, Bourne stall keeps coming, and that, you did a good thing. Okay, now you got to keep going, and I think it'll be very interesting to see what happens at the end of this week and how
It looks for scrimmage too. There'll be more defense in, just more more stuff coming at you.
Coach, we've got Tom D'Angelo from the Palm Beach Post. Tom.
Thanks, Cam. Hey, Manny, how you doing?
Good, Tom. How are you?
Good, thanks. Hey, I'm going to take you away from the quarterback talk a little bit, and I'm sure you talked about this earlier, so forgive me. But Zach McLeod, how much of first of all, how is he doing in this transition? I know it's been at a little bit here this spring, and also, is it is it much of a transition going from where he was to defensive end?
I will tell you, it is a transition, and Zach is, to be quite honest, he has exceeded my expectations. Not that I didn't think he would do well there. I didn't think he would look so natural so soon. And, the closest comparison I can think of in the time that I've been here is when, we first got here and we put Trent Harris at defensive end. And Trent really, his 2 years, 16 and 17, I think was as productive as anybody that we had. And Zach, sometimes when you just take somebody out of, Manny Lawson, who, you've heard compare with the Greg Rousseau comparisons. Manny played linebacker for us for 2 years at NC State, and then we moved him to defensive end. And there's some guys when you just take out, that when you say, hey, just go at defensive end, there's a lot more just go. Where at linebacker, you have to kind of process where you need to go. And a guy like Zach, who's as tough as they come, and then also because he's so experienced and he's so intelligent, he wants to learn, so he's just soaking up all of Jeff Simpson's coaching like a sponge.
This turnover chain number 5.
He looks like he's played defensive end a lot more than 10 days in practice, I'll tell you that.
And real quick, if I could, he's been here a while, so he's seen a lot of defensive ends. How much is that? Guys who are going to be, great pros, how much do you think that's helped him? Because I'm sure he's studied all that stuff.
I hope he has. And obviously, schematically, what we do, we've had an end with 8 sacks every year since we've been here. And I think there's only 2 teams in the country that something like that have done that. So, defensive end is a glamour position in this defense. It's like batting cleanup. I mean, we expect our defensive ends to make plays, and part of it's by design, and part of it the guys we've had. So, yeah, we've had some great examples to watch. Obviously, the ones that have been through here or in here last week for Pro Day.
Coach, we've got Barry Jackson from Miami Herald. Barry?
Hi, Manny. Just wanted to ask you, who has been unavailable for large chunks of spring so far, besides obviously Silvera, Maverick, and Al Blades working himself back? And we hadn't heard Isaiah Walker's name raised. How's he coming along?
Yeah, no, Isaiah has been getting better. I'm trying to think of who else that, other than who you've mentioned. I mean, all of our long-term guys that we kind of knew about before the spring have been there. We've had some guys in and out for protocol reasons, just because we're still not past all of that type of deal. But I can't think of anybody else other than the long-term guys that have been missing.
Yeah, we hadn't heard DeAndre Johnson mentioned much. Has he been participating fully? How's he looked?
Yeah, DeAndre in a team setting. Today was his first day in a team setting, again, just for health protocol reasons, and excited to get him more and more reps here as we close out spring.
Coach, we're going to go to Chris Sockett inside the U. Chris?
Yeah, you've completed 10 practices now, the 1 scrimmage. Is there something that stands out to you that you're most pleased with through these 10 practices? And then also just an update on the running game. I asked you before, you felt like the scrimmage would be more telling. If you could just update on how things are going with the running game.
Well, I think the 2 things maybe going hand in hand to answer your question is I do think our depth on our offensive line, I think the second year of being in the system, second year of being with Coach Justice, I think the athleticism of the guys that we have and the ability that we may be able to roll, for sure more than 5, it could be 7, 8, even 9 guys that could roll through there and not expect a drop off. I think that's been very encouraging. Spring ball, the run game, as I've mentioned before, someone's going to be mad on every play, because defensively that's been our main objective this spring, is to eliminate the runs that we had against us a year ago. So, like I mentioned, I do think the defensive line played, maybe edged it in the first scrimmage, but that's been a constant back and forth, and we're slowly becoming a more physical team up front in both lines of scrimmage, but still a lot of work to be done to be where we want to be.
Got a couple more for you, Coach. We're going to go to Manny Navarro with The Athletic. Manny?
Hey, Coach Diaz. we've seen some of the recruits post how they're going to start taking official visits here, I guess, in June to Miami. And just curious, as far as some of the protocols and rules that you had in place last year with allowing guys to commit and what a commitment means and so forth. Any changes with everything you guys have had to endure, with the pandemic and not being able to have recruits on campus?
Wow, yeah. I mean, what hasn't changed? This June is going to be a very different June, I think, than any other June in the history of. I mean, this class is unlike any other class, right? There will be more official visits taken in June than ever before. We will certainly host more. And again, this is every school in the country. There's still the big asterisk that the dead period is lifted. That has not been finalized, but everybody's planning as if that's going to be the case.
I'm going to check now, Marvin.
We don't, everyone in the country still doesn't know what does a visit look like. Are there any different protocols that they go in place? So there's still a lot of balls in the air in terms of what will actually happen logistically. But in terms of how we operate, like I said, I think some things will I think there's going to be a big surge of visits. I think there'll be a big surge of commits in the summer of guys that want to go see a lot of places and then maybe get their decision done before the season. I think some guys will play it out into the year. And so, as we've known with everything Manny since last March, is that you have to adjust to the situation and be flexible. But I think our basic rules of recruiting have served us well, and we'll continue to go by those.
Coach, we've got Susan Miller-Degnan from the Herald. Susan.
Manny, how are you?
Good, Susan. How are you?
Good. Can you elaborate a little bit on the scrimmage format for later this week? Just how the quarterbacks will divide the snaps, if it will be at night, and also just wanted to hear a bit on the quarterback competition.
Does Manny think King will be ready for game against Alabama? Does he feel any of the younger quarterbacks are allowing him?
We scrimmage in a game format, so it's just we put an amount of time on the clock given the depth and the amount of people that we have, and as long as we think we can scrimmage for. We move the ball. We have kicking plays. We try to get as many situations. Could be backed up. Could be a sudden change. Just could be a 1-minute drill. Whatever happens organically just through the course of the game to try to simulate the situations that we'll see in the fall. We haven't even discussed yet in terms of how the quarterback reps will be divided up for Friday night because we still have another practice between even now and then. But I will say this too. In the springtime, this is such a unique spring, as I mentioned before. We have so much depth. So we go ones versus ones in the spring, but we have more than 11 ones. In fact, we made a big deal about not really having ones this spring. We have a lot of guys that can go with the first team. We got some guys that are learning that go more with the second team, and some guys split with both. So it's not quite as cut and dry as you'll always be a 1 and you'll always be a 2. I think that's not what we want this spring. We're trying to keep the competition fluid, keep everybody a little bit out of their comfort zone.
Thank you.
Coach, we got David Ferranis from the Sentinel. Dave, Sun Sentinel. David, go ahead. I'm in.
Either one works. Two questions for you, Manny. An update on the spring game and who will be allowed to attend at Hard Rock Stadium on the 17th. And second question is, do you see any of the wide receivers separating themselves from the crowded competition so far?
The spring game right now, nothing's changed in terms of that. And then in terms of the wide receivers, I think the entire group has made progress. I think Mike Harley still is a leader of the group and sets the tone with the way that he works. But all the other guys are getting better. I think Rambo is giving us a big shot in the arm. Hope Wiggins continue to improve. Xavier Restrepo makes plays every day in practice. Mike Redding getting back in the mix has helped. Daz Worsham has really made a stride. Keyshawn Smith, we still think he's got a big future and is pushing everybody. And so again, that's why, like I mentioned in the last question, we're not into ones. We're into guys just coming out every day and competing and seeing who, through the spring, through summer workouts.
He didn't even mention Mark Pope, did he?
Coaches, and then
you think he forgot about Mark Pope?
Find the best team we have. I still believe in the wide receiver room that we will play more than 3. I know we'll play more than 3. I'm hoping that we have 6 to 8 that can go in, and there should be no noticeable drop-off when they're in there. That might be ambitious on my part, but I think we've got enough guys that can push and compete. I'm not saying the snaps are even, but guys that show to go in the game and execute still at a high level.
Last two for you, Coach. We're going to go to Gary Furman at Kingsport. Gary?
Hey, Manny, how are you? I got a two-part question. The first is, I'm sure that you're seeing what's going on with basketball, and they're trending towards 1,500 to 2,000 kids in the transfer portal right now. What do you see happening in football? What is your game plan to deal with it?
Here's my transfer portal question.
Do you think you might allow the transfers here moving forward? And then the second part of my question was just how is the adjustment going to being back to being the defensive coordinator?
How is the adjustment being back to being the defense coordinator, you said?
Yeah, that was the second part of my question. Yeah.
I'll start with that. I mean, to me, that's been natural, because as I mentioned, I already had a role. I think just getting into, the play calling and some of the other places that I was not involved in the past. I've been doing that a long time, so I think that's been fun. I think it's been easy. I think how our kids play will be more important than who calls the play or what the play is. But I think the guys are responding, and I think defensively we're trying to get back to having a little bit of edge about us. I just think we lost our edge. Miami's always had a little bit of a chip on their shoulder the way we played defense, and it wasn't around. And so that's what this spring's been about. In terms of the transfer portal, I think I saw last week there's a website that tracks. I think football has 2,500 players in the transfer portal right now, and not all of those were scholarship players, but Gary, we're all waiting because as I think I mentioned in the setting before, if we stay stuck at 25 initials, then there's going to be a problem going forward because players can leave your team, but you don't have the ability to replace them. And so it's not going to be very difficult to imagine a scenario where one position group walks out and you may only have signed one guy that on a normal year to replace him. And if all your backups leave because they don't want to be backups, you can't replace them. It's going to be very hard to field the football team. So this is the law of unintended consequences. So I don't know if anybody knows how that's going to work out down the road because, like I said, we're kind of building the airplane mid-flight. And so I think again, as I mentioned with talking to Manny earlier, we have to just adjust to the scenario. I think we've done a good job in the portal in the first couple of years of its existence, but things are changing rather rapidly right now. And the best thing we can do is have a program where the players want to stay. We had a lot of guys that chose to come back. I think our players enjoy the experience of playing here. I think they're here for the right reasons. I think they want to be a part of what we're building here. And I think we've always been attractive to players when they see the world a little bit differently. After being in college, maybe it's different to being a high school recruit and understand the pluses that this program has. But like I said, this is all evolving in real time, and we'll just continue to evolve our protocols and strategy with it.
Last one for you, Coach. We got Donovan Campbell from SVN. Donovan, go ahead.
What's going on, Coach Diaz? How you doing, boss?
I'm doing well, Donovan. How are you doing?
He didn't even mention
I
Pope.
can't complain, man. Thanks for asking. From the scrimmages, the practices that you've seen, if the season started tomorrow,
Donovan, I think you might be breaking up.
Oh, can you hear me, Coach?
Yes.
Yeah, try again.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I was like, with all the scrimmages that you've seen, the practices and so forth, if you had to start the season tomorrow, who would be your starting quarterback?
Well, that's the whole point, Donovan. The season doesn't start tomorrow. That's why we're not. If we said who the starting quarterback would be tomorrow, against everything we made this spring out to be, we're trying to not have somebody feel like they can walk on the field today and be our starting quarterback. I would say if you got $1 that you're going to bet on who our starting quarterback is, probably where's number one. The last name that rhymes with Ming. You know what I mean? So that's the best answer I can give you. But we're not trying to name any starters for anything right now. We don't want anyone to feel like they've accomplished anything. We want to have really good competition. And like I said, I want that to go all the way through training camp. The last thing we need, especially with as much experience as we have, is guys to be complacent from what they've done so far.
Coach, thanks for spending a few minutes with us today. We'll be talking to you soon.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Recording.
Well, there you go. There you have it. Listen, man, he mentioned every wide receiver on the roster but Pope. Man, Man, has it gotten that bad? Wow. Wow. What did y'all get out of that, man? Let me read. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna read some of these comments. So look, let me see. I got that TVD doesn't seem confident mentally. Oh shit. but they love TVD, man. They say TVD be out there doing this thing. He said he don't seem confident mentally. Oh boy. That don't sound good. Listen, man, if y'all want to get involved with the stock market, it's scrolling right there at the bottom. You feel me? 786-405-9499, man. Y'all want to get involved with the stock market, we make it easy for you to jump in and start doing your thing. Let me read some of these comments, bro. Let's see. When he back, he said Pope and Wiggins are improving. Oh, okay, he did. I totally missed Pope. You feel me? Totally missed the Pope stuff. Totally missed the Pope, but my bad. I just heard Wiggins. Wind it back. You say wind it back. Wind it back. Wind it back. Manny is the king coach speak. I'll be shocked he didn't mention them. Rambo gave us a shot in the arm. So the Rambo thing kind of goes back. The Eddie say Pope is done for. The Rambo thing kind of goes back to me saying that. I remember Siren Williams telling me that, listen, man, spring practice is all about what they want to show you and what they want to tell you. Rambo could have very well had a good game, a good scrimmage, right? So maybe he did have a good game. Maybe they're not ready to tell the world. Maybe they're not ready to tell the world that Rambo out there eating shit. So be careful. So be careful, you know. So be careful at what you see and what you believe. I heard it. I heard it in his voice. Rambo gave us a shot in the arm. So he out there doing something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so he out there doing something. Let's see. Don Snap say Rambo had a catch on the video, but that ain't put on no stats for him. Yeah. They didn't say nothing. He said nothing about Rambo. 0. And they keep showing us Tyreek Stevenson getting bombed. But I think it's all, I mean, I think it's all on purpose. I mean, like, listen, sometimes you gotta pay attention. You gotta pay attention to how people say things. Like, he's big on Harley. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he's big on Harley. They like with Strepo. So he gave it to you raw. He gave it to you raw. Rambo, Harley, Restrepo, Pope Wiggins. He gave it to you. You just got to pay attention to how people talk sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, boy. One second. Don Stamp, they also said Tyreek blanketed. Who said Tyreek blanketed the whole side? Where you get that from? That's funny. Who said he blanketed the whole side? Where you get that from? Who said that? Tyreek blanketed the whole side. Jake Garcia seems extremely confident to me to be such a young kid, bro. Man, we might have nabbed the winner in that one. Pope transfer, huh? Where you get that from, DJ? Huh? Where that coming from, DJ? Huh? DJ say Pope transferring. Where that coming from, DJ? Garcia got the juice. Yeah, man, Garcia seems super confident, man, to be such a young kid. Manny said that the scrimmage review interview. Manny said that in his scrimmage review interview, Garcia got the juke. He also said what they were excited about, what they were taken back about, is that Garcia got cleared the day before the scrimmage. TV. Take a good look at King. We're gonna get King out of here. King out of here. Get all this out of here. So yeah, listen. That's why Melo and Khalil recruited him to Miami. He said he one of us, Garcia brother, man. Yeah, man, dog confident is crap. Said new 5. That's why Melo Clear with new 500 being done. Jake Garcia says like a natural talent. He transferred twice and took over. Yeah, Don, you ain't never lied about that. He sure did. Chris, you said Cali quarterback different. Eddie said, I can't wait for the media to be out there instead of relying exclusively on the coach speak and what the school wants us to know. Man, I don't know when they're going to let us back out there. I don't know. I say the age is down to 17 with COVID, man, but I just know it sucked, bro. Like last year sucked. The game sucked. Like nobody went to the games. It was bad. It was all bad. Say next spring, hopefully. Man, I hope this regular season, man, they allow us back out there. Oh, boy. So listen. Yeah, man, that was kind of interesting. But I wonder what happened to Mataka. They said Mataka would be they said he would be one of the quarterbacks up there. I didn't see him. I don't think we missed him. I don't think we missed him. Yeah, Spring going to be on ACC Network. Hey, listen, I'm glad you brought that up. So Spring, man, give me a show of hands. Like who would want to come to a venue and come to a venue to watch us shoot the Caneville show and watch the Spring game with us at a venue? I don't know, man. Charge maybe, I don't know, $20, $30, I don't know. But we'll have a guest. Y'all come watch the Caneville show. Maybe even ask questions. Maybe even get you on the show somehow. And watch the Spring game with us. Show of hands, man. Who would want to? Show of hands. Who would want to do that, man? We may rent out a club, man, and get drunk 10 o'clock in the morning, man. I don't. It probably won't be at Lorna's though, because Lorna's it have to be at a club where we actually because Lorna's is open. Lorna's is open then, so we have to be at a club. So yeah, man. So what we'll do, we'll pre-sale tickets, and you guys can come watch us shoot the Caneville show. And maybe ask questions for the first time, because we've been saying we're going live run. So maybe ask questions for the first time, and then we'll all watch the game together, Spring game together. Watch TVD them throw interceptions and shit. Man, go get your COVID shot, Kyle. Come on, Kyle. You talking about you'll be interested, but you don't. Kyle, man, come on. X at the strip club every night, man. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Go get your shot, Kyle. You'll be all right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, man. If you guys want to get in, if you guys want to be involved, if you guys want to be involved, like we'll throw it. We'll do it. We'll like basically it'll be like you first come, first serve. We'll do it. Eventbrite or something. You pay online. Then when you get there, you show us that you paid. Matt say he coming from Duval. And we shoot the Caneville show. We'll see if we can get somebody out. See if we can get a good guest out, man, for the spring game, man. You guys watch our Shoot the Caneville show. Ask questions. that boy vaccinated. Yeah, Cal, man, go get your vaccine, man. My girl went the other day, man. By the end of the night, she couldn't even lift a goddamn arm up. So, you go and get your vaccine, man. Get yourself vaccinated. Come on out there, drink some beers, 11 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, man, show of hands, man. That's 6 people, man. We got to get at least 20, man. Show of hands, man. Who would pay to come see us? Shoot the Caneville show. Probably give some free. Maybe we give out some shirts free. Maybe, I don't know, man, what the cover will be, man. Maybe $20, $30, I don't know. But you get to be a part of an experience for the first time. Create history with us, bro. And from there, that probably will be the birth of us doing live shows. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. That's 7. So yeah, bro. I mean, that's the plan. That's what we're trying to do. So if you guys want to be involved, my man say he coming from Duval. So I know y'all local dudes. Come on now, y'all tripping. Dog say he coming from Duval. Duval. Oh, somebody else say they coming down from Duval, huh? Somebody else say they'll come from Duval. Oh, man, y'all like the Caneville show that much, man? That's what's up, man. Maybe we get Tracy Howard. Maybe we get Tracy Howard out there. I'm going to see, man. I got a couple people I can call. Danielle Ferguson, Tracy Howard. We get, man, we sell a couple tickets. We sell 30, 40 tickets, man. At 20. I try to get Brian McKinney or somebody, man. See if we can get Najee to get us somebody out there. Yeah, probably maybe 50 people. 50 people at the max. Get it popping, man. I mean, if we can't watch, get Duke to come out there. If we can't watch, we can't be at the spring game. We might as well party and watch it together. Might as well. What you say, Cal? As long as Pope take Wiggins with him. Oh man, come on, man. Let's hope them boys get it together. So then we'll have some experienced guys out there on the field. Liberty City, you coming from GA? Liberty City, you in GA? You in Georgia, Liberty City, boy? So yeah, man. Listen, man. I'll let y'all know. We should know something today or tomorrow. We're gonna go ahead and get it popping. And man, yeah, man, y'all could be a part of history for us. Watch us do our thing. Watch how we make mistakes. Somebody said Duke Johnson. Yeah, that Duke is always a possibility, man. Footballville started with Duke Johnson. Duke got to find a team. I don't think Duke found a team yet. You see, what do y'all feel about Sam Darnold and North Carolina? Like, I think Teddy Bridgewater may be trading now. Maybe, am I a homer, man? Am I a homer? Teddy Bridgewater, to me, every time he gets a chance to play, he plays lights out. Last year, he played at Carolina without McCaffrey. I don't think he had many weapons at Carolina. And now they traded for Sam Darnold. And Sam Darnold may be the starting. Teddy can give me the same thing. Dog, they gave up a lot for Darnold too. I mean, they gave him like a second, a fourth, or sixth. They gave up a lot for him. They gave up a lot for Darnold. A lot. Man, I think Teddy could play, but man, I don't know. I don't get it. It don't make sense to me. Yeah, it don't make sense to me at all. It don't make sense to me at all. So Teddy may be getting traded up out of there. But my like, what has Sam Darnold shown for you to give up a 2, a 4th, and a 6th? And then, like, maybe it's something, man, I don't know, because they gave up too much, so they're going to play him because they gave up too much. I thought, wasn't Teddy at the Jets with Sam Darnold? Like, didn't Teddy, like, outplay Sam Darnold, or was that before Sam Darnold got there at the Jets? Yeah. It should be a common knowledge at the point that Bama and USC quarterbacks are trash, but they keep getting drafted. You said it should be common knowledge. So, yeah, listen, man. It's at the bottom, 786-405-9499. Y'all want to get involved with the stock market, or y'all want to trade sports cards like stocks. If you're into trading sports cards, like I say, I got Zion Williamson rookie card. We never got to this. This thing worth $700. I got 2 of them, right? Man, there's some Luka cards worth $2,000, bro. The link is in the description, man. Y'all want to get involved with the sport card trading thing. And free cryptocurrency, man. That's in the description too, bro. Basically free Bitcoin. All you do is go get the app. That's it. Simple. Go get that. That's it. Real simple. Let me read some of these comments. Cal say that's why bad franchises stay bad. Done. They should have drafted a quarterback. They stupid. Cal Smith, it should be common knowledge that at this point, Bama USC quarterback suck. Yeah, I just read that one. Is there Lamar Jackson without Teddy leading the way at Louisville? Lamar Jackson was going to be Lamar Jackson. It's just, I don't know if it would have been at Louisville or not. But he was going to be Lamar Jackson. That was inevitable. That was inevitable. Montre, you say you ready for Bama, big dog? I think a lot of people think they're ready for Bama, Montre. May the force be with us, big dog. May the force. But not everyone wants Lamar as a quarterback. But not everyone wanted Lamar as a quarterback. Well, because they didn't. Because they're stupid. And because they're stupid, they're dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, listen, bro. I got some rare Lamar Jackson videos and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I may make NFTs out of, or y'all stay working on that. I knew who Lamar Jackson was in high school. I tell this story all the time. Siren Williams, the guy we had, I tell the story all the time. Don, I'm sure you heard the story. Siren Williams asked me one day, we were at work. He said, hey, man, you think there'll ever be another Michael Vick? He said, you think there'll ever be another Mike Vick? And I said, yeah. I say, Mike Vick sitting on Louisville bench right now. He said, come on, man, Mike Vick. I said, yeah. I said, Mike Vick sitting on Louisville bench right now. Wait until Louisville unleash Lamar Jackson on college football. And maybe a few weeks later, man, he tore Florida State ass up. We knew who Lamar Jackson was. Well, I know for a fact. I knew who he was. I knew if he got a chance, he was gonna eat college football up, and I know he was gonna eat the NFL up. What I didn't know was that once he got to the NFL, that he was still gonna be a more superior athlete than so many of the other athletes in the NFL. Now that shocked me. You know what I'm saying? That he can run through the middle of a defense, get out of bounds, and like make everybody look slow. Man, if Lamar Jackson would have came to UM, oh my God, he would have set the city on fire, bro. But my thing is like, why can't the recruiters see? Why can't? It's like they're blind. It's like they can't see it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's like they can't see it. Lamar Jackson wanted to come to Florida State, but Jimbo was tripping. I know, bro. Like, listen, these guys are experts. They get paid a lot of money, man. But they mess up a lot of stuff. Like it was obvious to me who Lamar Jackson was. Obvious. If y'all watching, hit the like button for me and share for me. They have a chart. Right. They have a chart and they go by the chart. And it's like, I guess everybody has to have a system. I guess. I don't know, bro. It doesn't make sense to me now. It didn't make sense to me then. It really didn't. Yeah, didn't make any sense to me, bro. But yeah, it wasn't like I was like we were guessing on Lamar Jackson. There wasn't any guesswork. We knew exactly who the dude was. We knew exactly who he was. DJ, but they could do it as an analyst though, right? Bringing back. DJ, those coaches said there's a rule that bans them from recruiting Miami schools for 2 years if they take college jobs. Right. I think we talked about this before. Like Cal Branch said, I think as an analyst, DJ said X3. Yeah, we talked about this before, DJ, but they can do it as an analyst, right? I think they can't they can't get an on-field job. I think how the rule goes. This confuses me. We always get confused when we talk about this. I think, yeah, they can't get an on-field job. I think they can be, or they can't be an analyst. Like, okay, yeah, so if they recruit a kid from Central and they hire Coach AJ has to come in as on the field, not as an analyst. Right. I think that's how it goes. So they can hire Coach AJ as a defensive coordinator or as a, you know what I'm saying? Right. Right. So they have to be on the field if they hire a coach. They can't hire him as an analyst, because I think that's how a lot of schools they were getting kids and giving coaches jobs as analysts. You know what I'm saying? So they'll get a kid, Dalvin Cook's coach, and bring him in and just make him an analyst. So what they're saying is, you can get Dalvin Cook, but if you're serious about hiring his coach, make him the running back coach. And basically, they pulling your punt card. Basically, basically, they saying, yeah, they pulling your bluff. Basically. DJ, what you said? X Street, X Street. He's sitting right there. Right, Marvin. Yes, correct. That's right. DJ said X Street. He's sitting right there. Oh man. So all right, man. Listen, man, I got a long day ahead of me, bro. I'm gonna get on up out of here. Oh, you said it because you heard it on my interview? Yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here. I love y'all. Appreciate the Sam Bruce joint. We got some more stuff dropping. We got a kid, Jamal Weiss, came through 6'5", 240, had 12 sacks in 3 games last year. He sat down with us, man. He has a very interesting story. We did some more Deshaun Watson stuff. We've got some stats, trying to figure that out. Deshaun Watson got 40 different masseuses. And just asking for fair reporting, man, when it comes to Deshaun Watson, man. Just can he get a fair one? You think you have been doing a good job lately hiring local coaches with ties to the inner city? No. But you know what, Marvin? Listen, boy, I was about to get up out of here, man. We finna talk about this, Marvin. Wait up. Marvin, sometimes, bro, sometimes. Telly Lockett. They had Telly Lockett. They had they still have the Carol City coach. What is his name? Hippolyte. They still have Hippolyte, right, on the staff. Okay, so Marvin, look, sometimes this is how things work. In hypothetically, right? Hypothetically, Miami Miami hired Randy Shannon, right? From Miami, New Orleans, been in Miami forever, defensive coordinator, won national championship, well respected. Randy starts recruiting the area he's from, and all of a sudden he has a problem with Central. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Sometimes just because logically it seems right. Damn, that's a lot. It's DVD Cooney. You know what? I didn't even think about that. Hippolyte, DVD, Cooney. All those guys are from. All the guys are local. Are local. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, we probably need to start hiring outside because we got local locked down. You know what I'm saying? DVD. Them guys are killing it. Loved in the community. Loved in the community. So you know what, man? I'm gonna keep my thought to myself. Yeah, so it's Hippolyte, DVD, Cooney. Them guys do a good job. Hickson, yeah, them guys, Fields, right. Them guys do a good job, Patter. They do a good job. But like when it came to Randy, what I was gonna say is with Randy had a problem. T-Rob, the whole staff. You're right. Wow. So man, yeah. So they've done a great job, to be honest with you. So man, listen, man, that's gonna be the show for today. I'm gonna get up out of here. I would love y'all stay locked in. Make sure y'all hit the like, share button, man. You want to be involved. Yeah, if y'all want to get if you want to join and become a member, man, that's in the link. That's in the description section. Also, I have a couple people asking me about that. Subscribe and make sure you turn on your YouTube notifications. You feel me? Aristide also. The whole staff is local. Now that I think about it, the whole staff. My thoughts on Randy at FSU, man, is the fact that one, I'm gonna just preface it and say we never know the whole story. We never know the whole story. We never know if Randy tried to come back. We never know. Maybe he can't come back. But I also know at the end of the day, bro, I'm sure what Randy has realized is that no matter how much he gave to the University of Miami, he doesn't own the University of Miami, and he has a family he has to take care of. And a lot of times in life, you give and give and give to something out of the goodness of your heart. Look at Dwayne Wade. Like Dwayne Wade gave to the city of Miami, and he said it on the I Am Athlete show. He said it. Why you say they try, Randy? He said it. It's one thing to be emotional and Wade County and all that BS, but they ain't got nothing to do with business. And when it come to business, them people gonna do business. You understand? So don't get it twisted. It's two different things. Right. So Randy sued Miami. So yeah, that probably was the end of anything's tenure at Miami forever or whatever. So yeah, man. And when it comes to business, them people gonna do business, man, and don't ever expect nothing else. Don't ever expect anything else, man. Then we go ahead, man. Cow. Cal, you say we just transition back to LeVar Ball. You know what I'm saying? Take care of yourself, cause there you go. We go back to LeVar Ball. Take care of yours. Because at the end of the day, they're going to look after theirs. And there you go. Right. They talk family when it's convenient and business when that's a great way to look at it. Great way to look at it. Cal, on that note, Cal, let me get out of here, bro. You brought that one home. All right, man. Y'all stay locked in with me, man. Make sure y'all support. Go to footballville.shop and get a shirt, man. Go get a shirt, man. Go sell these things out, man. I appreciate all y'all, bro.